I think that facing death changes people, which is what happened with me. Before this experience, I was a completely different person with a completely different dream. My last dream, which was to treat cancer, and right now my dream of changing the world in another way. Staying at the motel is this hard transitional stage. You are homesick, and you are also thinking about remaining family members overseas, living under horrendous circumstances. I try my best to introduce the new reality. I try my best to ease the impact of their resettlement process as refugees, as someone who didn't choose to come here, as someone who had to come here. Hi, my name is Mohammed from Immigrant Services Society of British Columbia, ISS of BC, contacting you regarding your place on Craigslist.
You're looking at the 2-bedroom or the 3-bedroom?
Well,
Two bedroom.
2-bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The 2-bedroom.
The 2-bedroom, yeah.
Okay. How many people you have?
A family of 5 people with 3 small kids.
Yeah, that's too many.
That is too many. عم لك كتير.
That's too many.
خلاص
Yeah.
كتير.
That's too many.
Thank you. والصغار.
I am with my client right now, so I'm helping him. He wants to share with you the kids are so small and the ages
Too
are...
small for 5 people.
Oh, I see. عم لك البيت صغير ما بيسع 5
طيب
أشخاص.
ال3 غرف اللي عنده؟
Okay,
قديش إيجارها؟
what about the 3-bedroom that you have?
$3,500 a month. Going to be expensive for a new immigrant family.
Is it possible for you to see the kids and...
I can't accommodate 5 people in that way. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm sorry.
صغير كتير ما بيسع 5 أشخاص نهائياً. Moving to Canada is not easy at all. My job is all about providing first language services to the newly arrived refugees. I am the person who welcomes them, and I will help them with everything that they will need in their resettlement process. It's really hard to explain the reality on the ground in Syria. It keeps on changing on a daily basis. Syrians are just caught up in the middle of this nonsense chaos. Many of them have spent many years in refugee camps in neighboring countries, trying to just wait for this crazy war to finish. When they realized it's going to be much longer, this Syrian refugee crisis started. شو بدي لك هاي المرحلة الانتقالية هاي يا أستاذي أنا جيت مثلك أبداً نهائياً نفس المركز الاستقبال كان عندي مستشار وقعت نفس الأوراق اللي وقعتهم أنت حضرت نفس المحاضرات كنت عم دور على بيت
يعني اللي عدى علينا هلا أنت معدي عليك سابقاً
100% نفسه
واحدة
أنا ما بشجعك إنه تروح تنزل على الشغل مباشرة
لا
نهائياً
بخلص لغة
دخيل ربك
لا بخلص لغة
تركيزك الإنجليزي وحياتكم بدها تبلش اعتبارا من بكرة.
من بكرة بدنا نباشر بقى إن شاء الله حياة جديدة بإذن الله.
Before 2011, before everything has started, we were living a happy life. I was born in Al-Hasaka, Syria, a very peaceful city, a city of so many languages, ethnic components, religious components, with the idea and the notion of accepting others. I was in my 4th year of my medical studies in Syria. I was trying my best to become a doctor, and my dream was to treat cancer. My generation was dreaming of having freedom, having some basic things that the average Canadian would not think about. We never thought we could have faced such a brutal, barbaric response from your own government just for gathering in the street and shouting the word freedom. We were just standing there and surprisingly, they started shooting. And people started falling. At that point, everyone started running. Everyone who have survived it started running, and some people were just on the ground, covered with blood. I'm calling you regarding clients of mine who are moving to your place tomorrow morning. Yeah, because we are in the middle of arranging all the transportation needed for all of these families. Alrighty. Thank you so much. For Syrians, it is so normal to open your Facebook and see the death of your friend on social media. It is something that is really hard and that is really difficult to accept, to absorb, and to even think about. I am about to turn 27 next month. In this small lifetime, I have been arrested 3 times. I have been in 5 different detention places. The first thing that they did in the detention center was hanging me from the ceiling. They had handcuffs on my hands like this, and they had a chain coming down from the ceiling, and they have hooked the chain to my hands like this, and they kept me like this for 3 days. After spending 3 days like this, the actual torture started. They spent so many days practicing all kinds of torture on me and on other Syrian people in that detention center. I can never forget this old man who was sleeping next to me. He used to say, "You see all of this? One day, all of this will be just a story that you will be telling to other people." After 120 days of torture, I was finally released. I was finally able to see sunlight again. The only thing that I wanted to do is talk to my family. I just wanted to see them, but also say goodbye to them. Get the hell out of there and never look back. I took a taxi from Damascus to Beirut, where there was no shelling, no explosions, just a normal life. 3 hours away from where I was tortured. It was unbelievable for me. ISS of BC Kingsway, good morning. Syrians in Lebanon are not allowed to work, are not allowed to go to school. Syrians in Lebanon are simply not welcomed. The best job that I could find was washing cars from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. for $20 a day. I was just struggling to have a life. My whole life changed with a single phone call. I pick up the phone. It was this same phone. So I pick up and I was told that this is the Canadian embassy calling for Mohammed Alsaleh. I was like, yes, speaking. So they told me, we have an application on your behalf to come to Canada. Are you interested? And I was like, yes, I am. Each Syrian family is thinking about someone who's left behind. If it was a brother, if it was a mother, or if it was a father. This is something that I can see among the people that I'm helping. And this is something that I can relate to on a personal level because of the situation of my family. My family had to illegally cross the border between Syria and Turkey. They had to crawl in the mud in order to make it to safety. Come on, pick up. Hey, مرحبا. أهلين ماما. شلونك ماما؟ شو أخبارك؟ والله وأنا كمان مشتاق لك كثير كثير كثير. شاهد شو هالشعرات الحلوات؟ يا ويلي شوفوا شعرك صار طويل كثير. When I last saw my family, my youngest sister was 7. Right now she's 10. And I don't know how old would she be when I meet her. It's really hard to know that you might not be able to meet them. شوفي شعراتي شوفي شعراتي شلون عم تتعلموا تركي؟ يعني شوي مصطلحات كاملة نروح نطلع نفوت هيك شيء تمام. ايش ما جاء بتركيا الوضع صعب جدا يعني احنا دائما غربة وتعب وضيق يعني دائما ما والله. المهم انه انتم هلا بامان وبسلام وما نكون بخطر وما منخاف على حياتكم، وخلي هالكم شهر يخلصوا لبين ما تخلص هالإجراءات هاي وتوصلون لهون. نعم نعم، إن شاء الله قريبا نجتمع كلياتنا مع بعض هون بكندا. والله اشتقت لكم كثير 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 كثير. In order for people to get settled and to feel like home, I think the only missing part is time. They just need time. السلام عليكم.
سلام. يلا
يا حياك.
سلمان.
الحبيب.
يلا شلونك؟ اهلا وسهلا منزلنا الجديد.
على عيني يا سيدي، ألف ألف مبروك، بيت جميل جدا.
الله يسلمك، اهلا وسهلا فيكم.
My first client was a family of 13 people who have just came to Canada. عظيم جدا والله. يا سيدي أحسن شيء سويت إنه أخذت البيت هذا، قبلت بهذا العرض.
أنا بتلعب بتنط فطابيل.
I was telling them, you are safe now. 1 year ago, I was standing exactly where you are. And right now, I am helping you. So don't worry, everything's going to be fine. I want everyone to realize how tremendous, how beautiful it is to offer people a place to call home, which is something priceless that I really, really appreciate having right now. It's heartbreaking to see the country that you grew up in get destroyed. I am one of the ones lucky enough to come back from the dead, to tell their stories, to share their suffering with the rest of the world, which is something that I think is part of my obligation toward Syrians and toward Canadians.